I didn't comment on your voice earlier when you were like, hello, welcome to Anarchy in the Ukulele. Hello and welcome to Anarchy in the Ukulele with me, Abby Goldberg, I was going to say incredible, but
don't stretch it.
The mediocre Paul Mansell and Katie. You don't even get any kind of description, no. Well,
what are we doing?
What are we doing today? Paul, any ideas?
Well, I've got a rough idea that it's going to involve me looking silly. Is that normally what goes on?
Actually, it's not.
We need a genuine ukulele player today.
I'll ring one.
Yeah. Yeah, do you know anyone?
So today we are doing Can You Teach a 5-year-old and an 80-year-old to play the ukulele?
Okay, and I just want to verify these are humans, yeah? Because knowing you, it's a 5-year-old horse or something.
That's the next session.
5-year-old dog. Okay,
okay.
so there's a little task that me and Abby are setting you.
Okay.
Are you up to it?
Definitely. Some of my students don't...
A 5 or 80?
Yeah, well, sort of fall into that category.
Okay.
So, I'm up for that.
Well, the problem is we've got 5, so we're going to use my little boy Jesse for the 5-year-old.
So he'll have no musical talent because he's your little boy, so he's going to be really hard to teach.
Wow. I mean, he will be hard to teach.
He's quite stubborn. Yeah.
I've prepped him, Paul.
Okay.
Do not listen to a word that man says. He's crazy.
Don't go too near to him. But so we've got my little boy Jesse, but we haven't got an 80-year-old.
Is this where you've expected me to have bought one? Because I didn't know what the challenge
Well,
is. I haven't, just to put that out there.
Yeah, we just thought, well, we don't really know an 80-year-old that we can get to come and do it.
Right, okay.
So...
What about Barbara?
Well, Barbara's not 80.
Barbara from next door?
Barbara's in her 60s.
We just not tell her. We'll just be like, Barbara, we need you to
so
learn the ukulele.
Barbara can do the 80-year-old.
Yeah.
But we just won't tell
so
her
don't
that she's supposed to be 80, so don't mention that.
Don't mention. Okay.
Just say teaching someone to play the ukulele.
Yeah.
Okay.
A child and an adult.
An adult. Lovely.
Okay, so we need to get Barbara here. Shall we magic her here?
You love that magic.
I love the magic. I love the magic.
All right, what should we call you? Kevin Brown?
Kevin Daniels.
So, before we get Barbara here, how do you make Paul Mansell less annoying?
Oh, I don't know.
Whoa!
Paul froze just a second.
It's still really annoying, isn't it?
Oh, much better.
So much better.
Yeah, should we get Babs in?
Go in.
Oh, gosh, I nearly dropped a stitch, Paul.
You must be Barbara.
I am.
Oh, well, lovely to meet you. Should we do a handshake, make it official?
Yes.
I've been promised an octogenarian. Have I got one?
Well, I mean, you'll have to answer that yourself,
Right,
but I will be very upset, I warn you.
I'll make my own mind up. I'm going to grab this ukulele from over here.
Okay.
And we're going to teach you. This is going to be really good fun. So, whoa, there you go. I'll tell you a little bit about a ukulele first. It's a bit like a small guitar, actually. It comes from the guitar family, so it's related to the guitar and the lute. It's only got 4 strings, and they're generally easy to play, and they're nice and fun. So if you grab that,
thank you.
First of all, I'm going to show you how to hold it. Okay. So if you just put this bit here, the bottom bit, on your right thigh like that. Perfect. Okay. And then this, this is called the head of the ukulele. You want that pointing at about 2 o'clock. So if I was looking at you with a clock, 12, 1, 2. Okay. Now you look like a natural, an absolute natural. Does it feel comfortable?
Yes, actually it's very comfortable, although I'm a bit nervous. I don't know. Anyway, let's have a go.
You'll be fine. You'll be absolutely fine. So this hand here, I assume you're right-handed, are you?
Yes, I am.
Thank heavens for that. This is your strumming hand. Okay, so this is what we're going to be hitting the strings with. Okay, and don't worry about it at the moment, but that's what we're going to hit the strings with. Your left hand we call the fretting hand, and you're going to move your hand into different positions to make different sounds. So if I put my fingers there, and then move them, plays a different sound.
Sure.
And we're going to learn a couple of chords. Okay. Now, chord is just three or more notes, 3 or more notes together. Okay. And we're just going to learn a couple of chords and see what we can do with them. Okay. So, the first chord that I'm going to teach you is an F chord. Okay. So you're going to take your second finger here, and you're going to
second finger or third.
Are you thinking in piano terms or something?
Yes,
so your this one
terms,
here, that finger, and you're going to put it on that fret there.
In between the two.
Exactly. You've had lessons. You've lied to me,
I
haven't
promise
you?
I've never touched a ukulele.
Now, that is absolutely perfect. And what you've got to try and not do is touch the next string to it. So if you try and keep your fingers really upright, perfect. Now your first finger, you're going to put there.
What, on the third?
On the first fret of the third string.
In the middle or?
In the middle.
Okay.
Try and sort of get up to the fret if you can. The frets, sorry, I should have told you that, are these things that are going across here.
Okay.
Okay. Now, that's your first chord. Give it a hit. Perfect. And play them all at once. No, don't worry, that's fine.
Play them all at once?
Yeah, just like that. Nice and gentle. Fantastic. And that is a lovely little F chord. Okay. Now, what we're going to do is learn another chord. Okay. And see what we can do with the two chords. So, the next chord we're going to learn is a little bit of a cheat G chord. So all chords have names. That one's F. For G, your second finger, we're just going to move it over one. You can lift your first finger off. So lift the first one off and move that one to there. Perfect.
Okay.
Now, this one here, your ring finger, you're going to put on the second fret.
The second one? What,
second
behind
fret,
here?
Yeah, on this string here. So tuck that in. Perfect. And give that a little strum.
Doesn't sound quite as good as you. But,
sounds pretty good. Okay. So you now know two chords. It's actually G6 that, but we're going to call it just G for today's lesson. Okay. So C, don't worry if you can't, but just see if you can get back to the F.
That was there.
Just over one on the next string.
That was there.
Really close. Move that one over to there.
To the first
Lovely. And this one to the next string.
What, to that one?
That's it. Lovely. That's your F.
Okay.
With your right hand, your strumming hand, you can use your thumb, finger, credit card, whatever you want. That's it. Perfect. Now, just want you to see if you can get back to the G6. So I'll give you a little hand. Let's start by jumping that one to the next string. There. Lovely. Lift your first one up.
And that's there.
That's it.
That was very professional.
I'm not actually saying this to butter you up, but you are actually doing really well.
Am I?
Yeah, you're getting... Generally what happens when people do this, their fingers aren't upright enough, so they get this. But you're actually getting it really clear, and that's because... You see, you've got this kink in your wrist here. It's really important that you do that. It keeps your fingers upright. So you're doing really well.
Has everybody got a kink in their wrist? Or is it just me?
Not everyone's as kinky as you, Barbara. It would appear. Right, let's go back to the F. Never thought I'd say that. Right, that finger is going to jump back to there. So your second finger just over one more.
What, to the first?
Yeah, that's it. String closest to you, lovely.
Yeah, okay.
And this one is going to jump over one to the next, other way. That's it. Yes. And that's your F.
Okay.
Now, we're going to have a little look at strumming patterns. So, when we strum, as I said, we strum with our strumming hand, our right hand. There's different patterns you can do. A very simple one is just 4 down strums. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's much more complicated stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4, or 1, 2, 3, 4. But we're going to do some nice simple ones. So to begin with, we're just going to do 4 down strums. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And again, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now let's try that on the G. So see if you can...
Trouble is, it takes me ages
Yeah,
to
just
get
to
there.
begin with. That's it. And if, yes, you're getting it now. What you develop after a while, just put that one there. They call it muscle memory. And your fingers, they kind of almost have their own brains. They find their own way.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, lovely. We're just going to try a slightly more complicated strumming pattern, okay? So at the moment, we're only doing downs. You looked worried when I said that.
I am worried.
We're going to try 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. You're just doing down, up, down, up. You can use your thumb.
Doesn't sound the same as
I've
you.
changed chord, that's why.
Oh, okay.
Caught me out there. Ready? Perfect. That's brilliant. Let's go back to the F.
Yeah,
Just put that one on that string there, or just put it over 1. That one there to this string here. So you're going to move that finger to there.
Gone completely now.
No, it is ever so difficult when you start, and this one's going to jump to there.
Okay, and that's coming off.
That's
isn't
coming
it?
off, and one more onto the top string. Lovely. And we're going to do the down, up, down, up. After 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. So that one's your F.
Yeah.
And that one's a little cheats G. Okay, how do you feel it's going so far?
Okay, I could do with a few stickers on this.
Yeah, actually, funnily enough, you can get them. You can get stickers to put on, and quite a few people use them. The thing to do, drop your knitting. You're never going to go anywhere with your knitting.
Oh, you don't know.
yeah, you don't know. Stop knitting and start doing this.
Okay.
When you get home, every time you go to pick your knitting up, pick a ukulele up.
Okay.
Just practice those 2 chords.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got an F and a cheats G there. Just like that. Try and move between them as best you can. I'm putting a band together. Do you want to be in it?
Oh, yes, I think I could actually. That would be lovely.
That'd be fantastic. Let's do that.
Fab. Can we have twin shirts or something?
Twin shirts, why not? We'll get matching shirts.
Is a ukulele sweatshirt.
Yeah, we'll get you one. We'll see what we can do. That's it. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll look forward to seeing you in the next episode. Thanks very much. And ring the bell. Thanks, Barbara.
Well done, Barbara.
Really good.
How was that for you?
It was great. It was great fun. It really was. I never
I
thought.
don't think you missed a beat.
I think I did once.
This bit, the head, at 2 o'clock. Or you can just point it at my nose if you want. Okay, don't say anything bad about my nose.
Nose.
What are you thinking?
Right.
What? I don't know what that is. Right. Point that at my